at it again, and when I tell you it is getting loud online right now, I mean loud. Because Catseye just dropped a new song, and instead of people screaming, crying, and streaming, a bunch of their own fan base is looking at them funny like, wait, what did we just listen to? And that is exactly why this feels like the beginning of a cancellation arc, because it's not random haters dragging them, it is their own people saying, nope, that was a flop. Catseye's latest release is called Internet Girl, and on paper that sounds like it should have eaten, like internet culture, online life, digital girls, TikTok vibes. Okay, cool. But then you actually listen to the lyrics and it's like, huh? Because one of the lines that set everyone off is literally, eat zucchini, do you read me like the emoji? And I'm sorry, but what? One comment I saw said, fried chicken boba tea, gnarly, like what? And another person pointed out the zucchini emoji doesn't even exist. So now it's like, not only does the lyric make no sense, it's not even referencing something real. And yes, not every song needs to be deep or emotional or poetic. We all love a silly pop song, but silly and empty are not the same thing. And this is starting to feel empty.
I feel like some of you guys need to chill out when it comes to Catseye. Just because they had one bad song, okay, does not mean that they're trash. Does not mean that they're not a good girl group.
Now, this is where things get interesting, because the backlash is not just this song is bad, it's turning into why does this feel fake? A lot of Eyekons are saying the lyrics sound like they were generated by a robot that just learned what TikTok is. Like, it scraped a bunch of random trends, emojis, food names, and buzzwords and mashed them together into a song, and once people started saying that, everyone went straight to Google. Because Catseye is under HYBE, and y'all already know that is a $1 billion company. It's a full-on machine with money, writers, producers, all of it. So if they really wanted to give Catseye amazing lyrics, they absolutely could, which is why people are sitting there like, if this sounds this bad, maybe it wasn't an accident.
I think that these lyrics, like, they sound like they were created by artificial intelligence.
The theory is that Hybe is using Catseye as a test group for AI-driven music. And no, that sounds crazy until you look it up and realize that Hybe literally bought an AI audio company. They acquired Supertone, an AI-based audio and voice tech company, for around $36 million. That's not pocket change, you guys. That's an investment. So now people are connecting the dots and going, okay, what if Catseye's music is being slowly used to get us used to AI songs? Because think about it, if people will still stream and buy songs that literally sound like a bot made them, why would they even keep paying a bunch of writers and producers when all they really need is a cute aesthetic, a catchy beat, and a pretty face to sell it? And Catseye is all that. That's not even shade, you guys. That is literally how they're marketed. The looks, the outfits, the visuals, the choreography, and people are starting to feel like the songs don't even matter anymore. One comment said, to me, the thing with Catseye is more about objectification. They don't mind about giving them bad songs because the real product is not the song, but their bodies, their faces, etc. I think it can partially explain why they're always underdressed. Another person wrote, I have a huge problem with their songs' target audience being children, but their image is very adult and it's giving me weird vibes. And it also doesn't help that people are now saying some of their visuals might not even be real. Someone commented, and the gnarly music video was basically all AI, but y'all aren't ready for that convo. So now we've got AI visuals, AI sounding lyrics, and a $1 billion company behind it all. And Eyekons are like, wait, are we being played?
So my theory is that Hybe is having their artists sing these lyrics to desensitize us to the future of AI music.
Another comment went way deeper and said, also the over-sexualization of the girls, especially the younger ones, it's wild. They were all also groomed for this industry except for Minot. It's interesting, especially when you deep dive into Lara's family and their music label power backing, it all loops. Now, that's when it stops being just jokes. Because now people are looking at the whole situation and going, wait, who is really running this and how did these girls even get here? So now the Eyekons are split. On one side, you've got fans saying, relax, it's just a fun song, not everything has to be serious. And on the other side, you've got people saying, no, this is a sign of where music is going and it's scary. And as if the backlash over the lyrics wasn't already enough, it feels like every time the Eyekons finally calm down, there's suddenly something else blowing up about one of the girls. And no, I am not even talking about the weird, tone-deaf stuff that people keep throwing at Lara or Minot, getting called lazy every other week. This time, it's Daniela. Because people are mad at Daniela right now over something she said on a live stream, where she talked about how Playboy Cardi saved her life in a way, and that set a lot of people off immediately.
But essentially, Daniela's a huge Playboy Cardi fan, and she has glazed him for a while, and in an interview or like a video or something, she said she just loves Playboy Cardi so much she would tell him he changed her life.
Now, that was not because of her, but because of who Cardi is and what he has been accused of. And there is a lot there, but the big one people keep bringing up is the fact that he's been accused of putting his hands on his girlfriend, which is something we do not excuse or brush off ever. Cardi was arrested back in 2017 over an alleged domestic battery situation outside an LA airport, even though charges were dropped later. Then in 2018, he was actually found guilty of assault in Scotland after punching a tour bus driver and got fired. And in 2022, he was arrested again after police said he choked and assaulted his pregnant girlfriend during an argument. So yeah, that's serious. That's not some tiny rumor. That is real, documented stuff, and nobody should be acting like that doesn't matter. Which is why people freaked out when Daniela brought him up in a positive way, but then you've got a whole chunk of the fan base going, wait, are we really about to drag her for this? One comment that keeps getting shared says, why are y'all attacking her and not Cardi? She didn't hurt anyone. She didn't defend abuse. She said something helped her survive. Saying an artist saved your life means the music, not endorsing their actions. You can like art or a personality without supporting everything a person has done. Just like liking villains in shows, Caroline liking Claus doesn't mean she supports murder. Bullying a fan doesn't help victims, it just shows zero nuance. And honestly, a lot of people agreed with that, because saying someone's music helped you through a hard time isn't the same thing as saying you support everything they've ever done. But then you've got people in the comments saying this isn't that simple. One person wrote, I'm an icon, but I'm still gonna hold Daniela accountable. We also did hate on Playboy Cardi much more than we're hating on Daniela now. And let's be real, guys, that's kind of the whole problem right there, because yeah, people want to hold Daniela accountable, but hold on. These girls are not just out here doing whatever they want. Catseye is signed to brands, labels, and contracts, like real ones, billion-dollar ones. They don't pick their songs, they don't write the lyrics, they don't even decide half the time what they're dancing to. They get handed a track, a look, and a rollout, and they're told, this is what you're doing. But then online, people talk like they personally sat there and chose every line in that song. And that's where it starts to feel unfair, because you can hold someone accountable for what they say, sure, but you also can't pretend that these girls are in full control of everything that's happening around them. So now I really want to know what y'all think. Is Catseye actually getting canceled over this, or are fans just turning on them for a moment and blowing it up? And look, the way that this is going right now, it doesn't feel like it's done yet.